Hi, welcome back. This is Adventures with Dr. Joe. Today we're going to open up and take a good look at this 4x30 6-inch belt sander and 6-inch disc sander by Central Machinery, and I think it's going to be a good addition to my machine shop. We'll just open this up. I wanted a sander like this so I can deburr pieces of metal that I've cut using the metal cutting bandsaw. And here we go. We'll see what we got. An owner's manual, a miter gauge, a sanding disc, and some adhesive sandpaper. Seems well packaged, well protected. Here's the shield for the sander. Here's the miter table. Here's some other hardware. Some Allen wrenches and some open-end wrench. And we'll just take this out. It's mostly assembled. We got a few things to put together. I think I got a great deal on this, 69 bucks, and it's pretty nice because it can work in a horizontal fashion, in a vertical fashion. It has a fence. It has this nice table, and yeah, let's start to put it together. It comes with an Allen wrench and this stamped open-end wrench, and I wanted to change it from horizontal to vertical. You have to loosen this nut, and the wrench fits it. So let's see what happens. Bring it up. It's got a fully enclosed metal enclosure for the motor. And yeah, this is going to be in this position. This will tighten and loosen the belt. When you do this, you can take the belt off, and when you do this, you tighten it. The first thing it asks us to do is to install these 4 rubber feet. The suggestion is to place this on its side, and then literally, I had good luck just squeezing one on. You have to go into that lip. There we go. Kind of just spread it apart and push it on. There we go. The next step is to remove these 3 screws. These are all machine screws. Thread it in. And we'll put the dust cover over this. And leaving the 4 screws below for the other side of this to be connected. Just tighten it up. We'll take this thread protector off and get ready to mount the disc. The disc has a set screw which is going to be tightened against this flat on this drive shaft, and we'll set it up like this so that this hole here, this is pretty clever, can line up, and we can tighten the set screw like that. Through there. Huh. Yep. Pretty clever. Yep. And there it is. Great. The next thing I want to do is take the adhesive backing off of this sanding disc. This is an 80 grit disc that it comes with. We'll see if I can install this nicely. There we go. And now we're going to install the cover, which attaches with 4 screws. There, this piece just tucks right in and the 4 screws line up, and it has a small dust port here as well. Now the next thing we're going to do is install this I'm going to loosen it. Here's the adjustment knob, and we're going to put it at 0 degrees. And we're going to install it here where there's this bolt. And I bet that the wrench that came with it, yep, fits that also. So there, that's solid. This fence for the belt sander fits like this. This screw comes out. And then these tabs go underneath the plastic shroud for dust collection. And they're installed with these 2 screws that fit just like that. The table for the disc sander can be removed by loosening this machine screw, take it off, and it can fit right here. Loosen this screw, and that can serve as a table as well for the disc sander. To do that, you need to take off this little fence that we just put on, but that's easy. I think I'll use this here the majority of the time. And I think I'll use this as a stop just to sharpen things in this orientation. Let's fire it up and see how it does. I've noticed one problem. When you bring the miter saw or the miter gauge to the table, obviously you'd like to have it, tightened up and locked. But when you do that, it doesn't really fit. Right here it becomes a little stuck. I'm impressed that the belt is tracking really nicely. This is the adjustment to allow the belt to move one way or the other, but it's actually quite perfect right now. And if you want to grind anything, you can use this nice little, that nice step there, and that'll help you. That's what I'm going to do primarily, I think. However, if you wanted to use the disc, you can use the disc also. Grinding away nicely. So there it is. So you can see that the belt sander has this dust port, which is nice, and a very small dust port here for the disc. Probably not going to use that very much. I'll just take my vacuum to it once in a while, but we may use this because it's easy to access, and I'm going to keep the belt primarily in this vertical position. This is a stop that keeps it nice and level, and that can be adjusted. This is the adjustment, so this is nice and level. Again, this is the little backstop, so you can grind against it. And again, the tracking adjustment here for the belt. Thank you very much for watching again, Adventures with Dr. Joe. Please click subscribe, like, and comment. I respond to every comment. And consider this as a small belt sander, disc sander for a woodworking shop or for a metal shop. I'm going to use it in a metal shop, and I think it's going to serve me well. $70 is a pretty good deal for all of this, and I think it's going to work well. Thank you, and stay safe.